Hello all, welcome back. Okay, and today we'll be looking into variables. Okay, even the last session was about variables, and I told you we'll be looking into some other important examples. Okay, we'll see those today. And in the last class I told you about adding a string and an integer. Okay, and here we'll be adding two strings. Okay, and few other important examples. We'll start it now. Okay, how to add two strings? Okay, it's very simple. So how do we define a string? Okay, it is a, I'm sorry, okay, a, okay, use double quotes or single quotes. I will use k, close it, okay, and b, open, I will use y. Okay, now print printed a plus b. Got it? So this is adding two string functions. Okay, and now what will happen? Now we'll see the second example. Suppose I will indicate a name is equal to Tom. Okay, and I want Tom to be a student. So how do I get the student name here? And I want to define Tom as a student. Okay, how do I do it? We'll see. print, okay, student name. Okay, I'll go with this student student name. Okay, and I'll close this one. Okay, I'll put a comma, name. Okay, close this one. Got it? Student name is Tom, and I want to indicate Tom and Tom's age. Okay, how do I do it? No, so, for example, now why are we doing all these things? Okay, suppose I'm logging into some database, suppose on my college database or my hostel database. Okay, I want to see Tom. Who is Tom? Is a student, is male or female, or what's his age? Is he a outsider, is a foreign student, or whatever it is? Okay, so for those databases I'll be defining Tom is a student, Tom is a day scholar, Tom is so and so. Okay, now we'll define. Okay, I'll be indicating Tom and Tom's age also. How to do that, we'll see. First I'll define name. Okay, I'll take Tom only. Okay, age, suppose I'll give 25. Okay, how to get the execution? print. Okay, so student, student name. Okay, and double quotes, please use comma and name and close the comma. Okay, again for age, student age. Okay, close this one. Okay, comma age, again close the comma. Now close the parenthesis. Got it? I got student name is Tom and student age is 25. This is how we'll be defining each and everything about students' details. Okay, and the next one is see, I want to add one important topic here, and I want to discuss an important topic in real-time coding. Okay, which is very, very important. Okay, and we just saw adding two strings over here. Correct? We just saw on the top we are adding two strings. Okay, you can do that on your own, and I'll be explaining about tuple. Okay, tuple is a very important topic in coding, especially in Python. Okay, for example, I want to reduce the number of space here. Okay, because I have a lot of space. I want to utilize my space over here. Okay, in that case I'll be making use of tuple. Okay, before getting to tuple, I'll just make a small example. Okay, I'll explain you what is that. Okay, suppose I'm defining a value, a is equal to 10, close this one, b is equal to 20, and c is equal to 30. Okay, suppose how do I print all these things? Okay, how to get the print all these things? Enter print. Okay, now how do I execute it? Okay, use single quotes, a, okay, is equal to, again open a code, okay, comma a, okay, again comma, open a code, give space, open a code, b is equal to, open a code, okay, comma b, close it. Okay, and for c we'll do it. Okay, for c, open a code, c is equal to, open a code, okay, comma c, and close it. Now give enter. Got it? So we have defined a is equal to 10, b is equal to 20, c is equal to 30. Okay, now what is the disadvantage of this one? What is the disadvantage? Suppose I have n number of lines or a huge program. I am giving it only vertically. Okay, suppose if I want to reduce the space, I have to give it horizontally, right? Okay, in that case I will be going for the tuple function. Okay, I'll be going for the tuple function. So I'll explain what's tuple function now. Okay, I'll first define this: a comma b, b comma c is equal to 10 comma 20 comma 30. What is this one? Okay, I'll tell you what is tuple function. Okay, in tuple function, okay, this is left hand side tuple function, this is right hand side tuple function. In the left hand side tuple function, the first value is assigned for the first value in the right hand side tuple function. Okay, once again, okay, the left hand side tuple function of the first value is assigned to the right hand side tuple value of the first function. Okay, and so is for the second function and third function. Okay, now how to execute it horizontally. Okay, now we'll see a comma, okay, I have given a, okay, I have to input print, the same procedure, the same top one I have to just copy it here. Instead of copying, I'll just type it. Okay, a is equal to, open the quotes, comma, a, close it, again open quotes or use space command, open quotes, okay, b, open quotes, it is b, comma, again open quotes, c, okay, open quotes, again put this comma, c, okay, it is comma, c, this way. Now hit enter. Got it? So I'm saving the 2 lines over here. Okay, so I'm using in a horizontal way, I'm giving the output function. Okay, now this makes the codes very easy and I'll be saving a lot of space over here. This is called as tuple function. Okay, see, I have neglected b space and c space over here. Okay, and I've done it in a single line itself. Okay, this is called as tuple function, and we have to use this in our coding, day-to-day coding of softwares. Getting it? And please practice it. Tuple is very important, and this might be your interview question also. Tuple is very important. Okay, and any doubts, please let me know, and please comment in this comment box, and please practice it. Fine, thank you.